mind being rusty. Like, the more I go out, that's why I've been going out. I'm like, nah, like I gotta get back in form.
I remember one time this summer, I had a date, and it was the second date, and it was a girl I like made out with the first date, and we were like talking crazy to each other. And I knew it was on. Like the second date, I'm like, yo, we're gonna fuck 100%. Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I was just like, my game was off. I was tired. My game was just off. And then she was a therapist, and we just started talking about therapy shit. And I was just like, I was in my bag for some reason. Ooh. And then I wasn't like going crazy, but and then at the end I was like, oh, you want to check out my place, my room?
Yeah.
She was like, no. I was like,
yeah, it's fair.
In my head, I'm like, yeah, I can't blame you. I was like, I just saw it.
Yeah, you just fucking had a whole session with her. She's like, yo, this man is emotionally unstable.
I wasn't going crazy like that,
but enough. It's like enough.
I was talking about therapy and shit. Okay, it's done nowhere.
I think the worst thing I've ever done on a date. That just started like opening up about my trauma. This is when I was like first single. I was just like, yeah, you know, my ex did this, man.
You can never talk about your exes.
I wasn't ready to go on a date. I can tell you that.
It was like recent.
No,
it was. No, I mean like recent.
Oh, yeah,
when you broke up with.
Okay. It was like fresh out. I think this is when I was like, nah, I'm going outside. It was like VA Beach like type shit. Like whenever you went to VA Beach.
It's time to get over here. Let me start dating.
So you violated my shit.
Jesus.
Oh man. But hey man, you know, you win some, you lose some. But I gotta knock the rust off, man. Like, you know what I'm thinking? The social media shit's a dub. I think the social media thing is fun.
Social media is amazing. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about for dating. Like I think it's fun just to like have access to a bunch of women. But the real baddies is outside, man. And
that's true.
And they ain't getting talked to right now.
That's 100%
Niggas ain't speaking to them right now. So it's open season.
The person I'm like fake talking to, dating right now.
She's nice.
I don't even want to talk about too much, but anyway, I met her out on the street. I met her out, and it's like,
bar. You said,
yeah. So the weird thing is, I feel like there's a selection. I've talked about this before, but I feel like when you're looking at dating apps and social media, the people that you're like sliding in DMs or you know swiping right on and talking to, there's like a certain type of person that you're missing out on in the real world. That's just that they're not on the apps. They're not on they're not on IG 24/7.
Yeah,
it's like a whole selection of people in the real world that you're missing out on. I feel like.
Do you feel like people are maybe too picky when it comes to dating?
What do you mean?
Like, all right, so for example, like there's a couple of women I follow and I'm just watching their posts. I don't remember what they said anymore. But I'm looking and I'm just like, my nigga, it's not even a problem. Actually, okay, no, I'll give you a perfect example. Even though this is a joke, a lot of women live up to this T where they're like, yo, the littlest thing can make me want to cut you off. I can see a nigga's sock sliding off and be like, nope, done.
Yeah, you know what? I think people lie to themselves a lot. I feel like people say like they have a lot of these deal breakers and things like that, but
and then they go to some
But if
bullshit.
the chemistry is just right with a person, like nothing really matters.
I think
why do you think girls always go back to the same dude that they said they're gonna leave a million times, or
just,
guys do it too? Like I've gone back to my old thing where I'm like, yo, I'm never gonna talk to her again. And the next thing you know,
the heart wants what the heart wants, man.
Yeah, I think we put up a lot of these barriers and standards, and no one really fucking lives up to them.
Yeah, I think people are we have too many options, so a lot of people are just like, yo, like, okay, cool, I like you, but I just saw this person here, and this person here, and this person here, and this person here. So the littlest insignificant thing where most people would logically say, let me communicate with this person and fix it, they're like, you know what? Nah, this guy is saying sweet nothings in my ear right now, but it's like, fam, like this is fresh and new. That's why it sounds good. Give it a week or two, and you're gonna be back at square one where you could have just fixed it with a previous nigga or woman. I don't want to like shit on women, even though it's a guy podcast. But you get what I'm saying. It's like I feel like we're exposed to so many options and shit. It's like niggas is just like, all right, like.
So you think that skews our perception and shit?
Yes.
All the options.
Yeah, I think that really fucks us up because it's like, oh, okay, like on to the next, like. And I'm not saying you should think like, oh, like I'm stuck with you, but it's like the slightest insignificant thing should not be the reason why you.
I do be having that like on to the next one mentality, but I think that's better than having that. Maybe I could, maybe things will turn better.
You need balance.
I have been dating with a purpose nowadays. I've been making like an effort. Like now I'm dating with a purpose. Like let me not stop fucking around so much and let's. All right, do I like this person?
Like, about to hit 30.
Yeah, shit.
You're hitting academics numbers.
He's getting old. I hit that academic numbers.
This nigga's gonna start telling you, yo, you're 30, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, yo, y'all niggas is really growing up.
I mean, you're getting old too. What the fuck?
Nah, but y'all niggas is older than me. So it's like
I'm a year older than you. You're 20. 26. There's a huge difference between 26 and 27. I don't know why. 26, you're not.
That's like 25.
You're not counting to 30 when you're 26. 27, you're like, oh, that shit is right around the corner.
That's like 25 and 26. 25, you still on the health insurance with your parents.
Oh, that.
You hit 26, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that number, but yeah,
I'm looking at y'all niggas like such and such is talking about having a baby. I was like,
ooh,
I'm not gonna say it on the podcast.
Having a baby? Oh, I think I know who.
Yeah, I was like,
I seen a post about that. Oh, shit, the person that posted that recently. Or
no, they're engaged. We know them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, shit. Okay,
she was telling me. I was like, huh? And then she was like, yeah. I was like, huh? They're not like having it now. But she was like, he wants to. I was like, huh? But it's like, damn, like this nigga Oscar's talking about buying a house. Like, I'm just like, damn, like.
But you know what? I feel
I'm sitting here trying to grow a podcast. Like,
I feel like that. I think we get too like relationship focused too at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's like for some reason we have this toxic thing in our society where it's like if you don't have a fucking significant other by a certain age, people just judge you hardcore for it. Yeah, and the problem is like that's not like the purpose of your life. Like your purpose of your life shouldn't be to find a significant other. For some people, they need that. It works out for most people, and that's good. But like, I don't like the idea of like, oh, you have to live your whole life just to find a significant other and be together, and that's like the goal of your life. Like, what kind of society?
I think that was like a baby boomer thing. Like, you feel me? Like, it was like, all right, yo, get a good job, get a home, procreate. Mm-hmm. I feel like they did the work for us to be like, all right, let me just like go eat a plant or something. Like, let me try being a vegan today. Like,
our biggest thing, live life, be happy, and if a significant other doesn't necessarily have to be a part of that. It's
like, don't get me wrong, like I want a significant other, but like it's not the end all be all as long as I'm happy.
It's way worse for women. Like for us, it's bad, but women get that pressure like tenfold.
Yeah, you have like a biological clock
which
sucks.
In, like,
it sucks. It's not even that deep. Like there's a lot of niggas out there that don't want kids. I mean, unless you want kids, then I don't know.
Women feel like they get washed up after a certain age, and it's like,
yeah, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting, man.
Dating is tough, man. With all the added stuff, your parents are getting annoying. That'd be the annoying part when your parents like when you like gonna find somebody. It's like,
I've been chilling. My brother's like 10 years older than me, and he's still single, and he gets a lot of pressure. And it's like,
you have a younger and an older brother.
I have a 10 years old brother that's 10 years older than me.
That's funny.
But yeah, he gets a lot of pressure because I feel bad for him, but I get no flack because he's just there. Everyone's looking at him. They kind of gave up on him at this point. They're starting to just ask me questions. They're like, yeah, he's a lost cause, but like, when are you having kids? Like, we trying to be grandparents. Like, what's up? Like,
my mom's not asking that.
Yeah. No, my mom is not cutting anything. He's like, I want a fucking child.
Yeah, because Mr. Big Salary Man over here. My mom knows my limits. Like, my mom's like, yo, he cannot afford this shit. He's talking about a dog he could barely afford. Like, oh man,